Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, today's high is going to be 63, and it's kind of cloudy, but not too bad. I was already out there this morning cleaning up the yard and doggy proofing my fence so Chloe can't escape anymore. I figured out her escape route and blocked it off, so that's good, because I don't want anything bad to happen to my puppy. So anyway, the window's done and the roof is done, and that's two big things off my to-do list. So I'm very grateful that I was able to get all that done. And before the snow came, that's a good thing. So I was talking to the roofer, and he said he has 3 more roofs to do this year. So I wouldn't want his job being out there when the snow flies. I imagine those roofs get pretty slippery. So I'm just glad we got it done when we got it done. And I think it really looks nice. I really like it. So I'm going to have a little coffee this morning because I'm a little late to the party here with the coffee. I wanted to get the garbage out and the stuff done that I needed to get done in the garden before it starts to rain, because we are supposed to get rain today. So anyway, let's give this nice cup of coffee a taste. Cheers. Ah, that's nice. So now I need to move on and try and get a hold of the handyman, but I'm going to give myself a break and not have somebody roaming around the house all day long. So that's my plan. And now I'm going to drink my coffee, and then I will meet you at the budget book. Okay, back at the budget book. Yesterday I didn't spend any money. Today I'm going to spend money. So, everybody is gone and it's relatively quiet. So I'm very happy. So I'm going to go to lunch with my daughter at her house with my grandson. That should be fun. And then they want to go out tonight and do a couple things. So since he's 21, he's of legal drinking age now. He never was a drinking kind of kid like some kids are. He just wasn't interested in that kind of stuff. He's into his computers and his tech games and all that. I'd much rather have that than drinking and drugs. He's a very good guy. But anyway, so I got the window paid for. I'm glad about that. It's so nice to have a window to look out of now. And I'm getting prices on the other windows because I have several windows that are just as bad as that one. So they do need to be replaced eventually. So, okay, that's all I have to say about the budget. I got to get back to keeping that belt tight and, using what I already have and not buying a bunch of new stuff. That would be kind of counterproductive to what my goal is on downsizing anyway. So, all right, I will be back in a little bit. All right, well, I'm just sitting here. Sorry if this is so wanky. I'm sitting here in my living room thinking of all the things that I don't want to do anymore. So I've been outside, I've been upstairs, I've been inside, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to let go of. So My buddy thinks he's a lap dog. Are you a lap dog? Are you a lap dog? So it's kind of a I need to purge my mind and purge my stuff. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, and just keeping the bare minimum of what makes me happy. It's a job taking care of the dogs, and it's a job taking care of the garden and the indoor garden and all that. And I'm really going to scale it down to something more reasonable, because it's just gotten a little bit out of control. So that's what I want to do, and I think I'm just going to do it one room at a time. And I want to organize my food stash, get that put in buckets, because some of the stuff is not in buckets. So I want to get that done. And I'm waiting for the window guy to come in and get his check and measure for more windows, but I'm not going to do that now. Maybe in the spring. I have to gather up some more money first. So anyway, that's what's on the plan. But yeah, I mean, it's not a sad thing. It's sort of a freeing kind of thing that I'm thinking about. So Lizzie had to get her 2 cents in there. But anyway, I am looking forward to getting all that done. And today we've got all kinds of activity out there. We've got the mowers here. We've got the window guys are still here, caulking up the windows. So lots of things going on today. I'll be so glad when things quiet down a little bit. And that's another reason why I want to get all this purging done, is because I think it'll just make life calmer than what it's been lately. Because when you can't keep up with things, it makes it hard once you fall behind to get caught up. So yeah, I think most older people need to adjust their lifestyle to their life and what they're capable of doing. At least that's what I want to do. So, all right, I'll be back in a little bit. A beautiful day. I thought I would finish some coffee out here, and I finally got measurements, and I'm going to get a price on the rest of my windows, so that'll be good. At least it'll give me some idea of what the cost will be. I'm sure it's going to be expensive, but everything is nowadays. So it's a gorgeous day out here. I should do something in the garden, but my daughter called me and wanted to know if I wanted to go over her house and have some Costco pizza. And then we're going to celebrate my grandson's birthday, and it's pretty much sounding like it's going to be an all-day celebration. So I'm excited about that. And boy, it's really been hard making videos the past few days. In between the banging and the barking and all the other stuff going on, but we got her done. So I'm going to sit here and finish my coffee, and I'll show you what's left of the garden. It pretty much looks the same, but I have pulled a couple things out, but still lots of work to do out there. I'm just glad I got that fence fixed so that my Chloe can't get out. So, all right, let me show you what's left of the garden. So I still have all these leaves I got to clean up here on the deck. It's a mess again. I got to break down the fountain. It was nice having all that. It's like a little waterfall. It was nice having it for the summer, but it's time to wrap that up. And you can just see the leaves falling down. I'm thinking about having this wisteria cut in half. It's just too shady and too dark, and a lot of these little mini trees need to go. Some of these arborvitae are like really looking sick. I need to cut those back. There's enough other trees out there that it'll cover the deck. It's just all too much. It's too shady now. I didn't enjoy the deck this year because there was too much shade. But anyway, I got to take my umbrellas down and see if I can rescue some of my plants for in the house. But I don't want too many. I'm going to start cutting back on plants too. But all the leaves are starting to fall. So, all right, well, I don't know how much garden videos I'm going to do anymore. Time to wrap it up. Okay, time for a break. Everybody is gone, and I am very happy. I can take a breath now. That was a big project. So, went over my daughter's for a while. She went and got a couple of Costco pizzas. Went over there with my grandson just to celebrate his birthday. And then they're going out to dinner later. I don't know if I'm going to go because, frankly, I'm exhausted. Stress can really wear you out. So, I'm glad that's done and over with for now. And I'm just going to enjoy a cup of tea. So cheers. So I was looking around my backyard to see what still needs to be done, and a lot needs to be done out there. And I was thinking ahead to next year about what I don't want to continue to set up in the garden. So I think once the landscaper shows up, if he shows up, I'm going to have him take down a lot of those little trees. A couple of them planted themselves. It's not anything that I want growing up right against the deck. It's just too much. It's like a jungle out there. So I still like a lot of green. I like a lot of variety, but it's like over the top too much. So I'm going to start throwing things out. And my grandson's on vacation this week, and he wants to go through the garage, which would be fine with me. I'll definitely go through the garage with him. And then I have to put some of my food stash in buckets. I have the buckets in the garage, but they still need to be washed out. So that would be a few things out of the garage and into the buckets, because I went into one of my little pantry cupboards and a mouse had gotten in there, because now that's another issue. So it ate a whole bag of white chocolate chips. So my grandson had bought some mouse traps, and I said, well, if he likes chocolate chips so much, let's put these in the traps, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I mean, I can't have rodents in the basement. That's disgusting. So anyway, hopefully I'll get rid of those little buggers, because if you call an exterminator, it's really, really expensive. I know just to get rid of the hornets that were under my siding outside last year, they had gotten into where the air conditioner hose is, and they built a nest in there. And to get rid of them, and I think I had a couple of other nests just around in the ground, and that was $200. So another expense. So it's getting to be a bit much. You know, when you're on a limited income, you have what you have. So, you know, it's not like, unless you go get a part-time job just to take care of things like that. And that's one of the problems with getting older, especially if you don't have a whole lot of people in your family that can help you. Either they don't know how to do something, or they aren't available because they live out of town, or they've got issues of their own going on. You have to pay for everything. You know, everything costs you money. So, you know, and not many of us really, you know, in our 70s and 80s want to go out and have to get a job. So, I don't know. I guess you just have to kind of spread things out the best you can, because you can't just let those things go, because it goes from bad to worse. So, but it's things like this that really make me realize how much I have to cut back and how much I have to cut out of my life, because it's not serving me any good purpose anymore. It's just a burden. And I don't want, you know, I mean, I have more in the rearview mirror than I have looking forward in the windshield. And I do not want to spend the rest of my golden years taking care of all this stuff. It's just not what I want to do. I want to have time to go for a walk and, you know, go out in nature, maybe take some pictures, you know, just kind of enjoy life a little bit. Take a nap when I want to take a nap. Just sit out in my backyard and have a either cool drink or a hot drink. I mean, these are all things that I'd rather be doing rather than, you know, just constantly taking care of stuff. So I guess you gotta pay to play, is that what they say? But hopefully, once this round is done, I'll have a little bit of a reprieve for a while. That would be good. So I know all of us, as we get older, you know, we end up with some sort of medical problems, even those people that say age is just a number. Well, to some extent, that's true. But again, you know, you have to be realistic about things too. You know, if you don't feel good, you can't just say, well, age is just a number and I feel wonderful. I mean, I know a lot of mind over matter. I know about all that stuff. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't always work, you know. So you have to also listen to your body and what it's telling you. And there's a reason why, as we grow older, most of us, I mean, unless we're, you know, a marathon runner or something like that. Now, if I wanted to go and start running marathons, that's a little unrealistic. We live on a cul-de-sac, and everybody and their brother walks their dog around the circle. So, and now that they can see out the window, they're just happy as heck. So I forgot what I was talking about aging and listening to your body. So those are all things that we have to do, whether we like it or not. We have to be realistic about it too. I mean, probably if you have always been a bodybuilder and you get older, you know, you're still probably going to continue to do that to a point, but there comes a point where you can't continue to do what you used to do. I mean, you can still do what you like, but you have to kind of tweak it to your ability. So one thing all of us can probably do is, you know, go for a walk, or spend time out in nature. That's all things that most of us can do. But there are some of us that can't do that either. So, you know, and then there's no reason to feel bad about it. It just, sometimes we just have to accept what it is. You know, like the Serenity Prayer, which hangs up there in my kitchen. And when I start to think about things that maybe I can change, that is something I can do, but sometimes there are things that you can't change. And once you accept them, I think you feel better about yourself. So anyway, I'm going to go put my feet up a little bit and enjoy, hopefully, the peace and quiet. I may have to close the blinds in order to do that. But that's all I have for you today, my friends. I don't even know if I'm going to eat dinner because I'm not hungry. So we'll see. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching.